Welcome to Donut Donny's Retro channel. Today we are looking at another retro classic. Hello everyone, Donut Donny here. Welcome to another episode of the Retro series where we're looking currently at football management games from the early 80s to the early 90s and sometimes beyond. And we're now looking at a game that was actually never released, but it's available in freeware, so you can play it as much as you want to. This was done by a guy called Mark James Hardistry, and it's called Championship Soccer. So we don't know what year this was released, so we can't put a year in. And if anyone knows what year this came out, then please let me know. But it said originally coded in 1990, so we'll say it's a 1990 game then. There's not much obviously to show about this game. There's no reviews. You can actually download this game on Spectrum Computing if you want to play it, so that's great. It's great for me anyway. And that was just the screen. So this will be quite a quick review because there's just not much there. So we will go to the game itself. And so there was a very short loading screen, and then we tells you how many players. So obviously just one player, and there's a little bit of sound, which is always good. Championship Soccer team selection. You've got 8 teams. Westfield, okay. I think he must have put that in. Man United, Liverpool, Sheffield United, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Sheffield Wednesday, Nottingham Forest. Quite unique team names there. Let's put Westfield actually. There should be no player 2 because there isn't a player 2. So I'm just waiting for the computer now to catch up after I've selected my team. There we go. Grand draw for season 1. So we're in group 1, so 8 teams into 2 groups. Press any key. Manager's name, so of course we'll put Donut in. Again, we have to consider when we're reviewing this game, this is devised by just one guy. Pro Systems Leagues Week 1. Next match, Nottingham Forest against Westfield. Okay. So here we go, nice little menu. Very good looser colour actually, I like this already. The font's quite easy to use, but there's a lot of colour here. Listed players, group tables, loan and fees menu. Fees menu, okay. Change team. So game, club details, continue. So let's look at the menus and listed players. So here is our players. So basically this is 5-a-side with 1 sub. Listed player, well, we don't really want to list a player. So we will, I think, choose one of the strikers. Is it C? Let's click C. It's not actually letting me click the player. So I can't actually use the keyboard, oddly. So let's just do player 2. Oh, okay, so it's player 2. Transfer listing week 1. Player listed, any key, okay. Group tables, we looked at loan and fees menu. Loan a player, take a loan player back. Oh, so you can loan players. Change ground entrance fee, that's good, I like that. Current price, so you can put 250 in. Or can you? Oh no, you have to just put, you can't put 350, you have to be 3, 4 or 5 or something like that. Return to team menu, main menu. Change team. Change, edit, amend main menu. So I can edit a player's name if I want to. Player to be edited. So it's got GDICA there, but you can't press GDICA. You have to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which doesn't say on here. So press Evans. It's Evans, and that's going to be Donut, obviously. So that could have been explained more, I think. You've got change. That must be changed positions. What's amend? Oh, new team name. Okay. So amend team name. So this should be Oxford now. Main menu. Club details, number 6. Oxford, Donut, capacity 21,000. Yeah, nice little screen there. Again, I like this. I like the color and font and everything here. It's quite easy to read. Continue. Now this is the bit. So this is the bit where it's going to be interesting to see what the game's like. So team list, there's Forest, real Forest players as well against Oxford. And okay, nice bit of sound there when they kick the ball. So it's just a basic management game. I don't know why this was never released. It should be released. It'd be quite a decent budget game at least. Now I don't know what this is up here. If anyone knows, then please let me know what this is meant to be. Oh, I know what this is meant to be. This is the field. That's the goalies. Yeah. So the red bar indicates where the ball is. Donut has the ball. So this is normal speed, but the text is going quite fast though. So you have to really read this quickly. Half time 0-0. Obviously, if you type in your own player names, you'll know your player more than the opposition player names. But sounds like to me that Forest have got the ball more than us at the moment. Oop. It's a goal. Wilson. Forest have scored. And they've scored again. Oh no, it's 1-1. Hey, actually, I'm quite surprised this was never released. Like even cult games could have picked this up quite easily, I think. Only the creator knows about it. So if the creator's ever watching this, it'd be interesting to hear what you think. But actually, this is not bad. I like this. This would be a budget game as well. This would not be a full price game. If it was full price, it would suffer a lot. But for a 1990 budget game, this would be decent, I think. We've got some sound there. We've got at least you know who scored the goal. There's only 8 teams though, so that's a bit of a limitation there. Record win for home side, record attendance. Well, it's the first games, that's probably why. So you got, here we go, the finance screen, which is quite good. Doesn't actually tell you how much, if you lost money or gained money. I suppose if you get your little calculator out, that'll probably tell you. But I'm guessing that we lost money there because the general running cost is 11,000. So here we go, income screen. So cash is 189,000. So again, I think we lost money now because we were away. Press screen. So it's now asking me to wait, obviously. I think this is to calculate table, but because there's only a few teams in this, then it shouldn't take too long. Now I'm hoping, here we go, some transfer news. Man United are offering Bruce at week 5, so you have to remember what week you're at. We're at week 1 at the moment, so you have to wait 2 more weeks to get the Liverpool, Sheffield United, and Arsenal players if you want them, and they're real players as well. Now, what screen's this? I wonder. Quick bit of animation there. I'm hoping it's a transfer screen. Newell's been sold for 33,000. This week's offerings. Anyone coming up in week 1? Don't think so. I think this week 3 where players come in. So that's a nice little animation there. And scout report, current offers, Bruce, defence, skill 9, midfield 4, temper 7, weeks to sell 4. Okay. McMahon is his scores, so this good guy. Yeah, this is all good. I like this. It gives you all the details about each of the players before you go and bid for them. Doesn't actually tell you how much they're worth though. So for instance, Agana, attacker, Sheffield United, his striking skill is 9, passing's 8. So you can see why he's in a striker. And then Rocastle, who's sadly passed away nowadays. Midfielder, great England midfielder as well. Cowans, one of the all-time classic players at Aston Villa. I think he had a couple of England caps as well, if I remember. So next game is Aston Villa against Sheffield United. Now, do you have to watch this game? I really hope you don't. You do. This is the drawback sometimes of these games. You have to go and watch all the other games, even though you've got no interest in them whatsoever. I think this happened a few weeks ago on a previous game we looked at that it was an okay game, but you had to go and watch all the other games, even though you had nothing to do with them. And it's a bit, yeah, I don't know why you have to go and watch all these games. I wish there was an option where you can skip it. So we're doing 10 times the speed here, so we can skip all through all these games, so we can get to at least the menu. Why are we looking at all the expenditures of these games as well? Really weird. Oh, okay, so the weeks, that's odd. So week 2 was just one game. Week 3 is just one game. So you're going through all these screens again, and then you're going through all these players again, which we've looked at already. Now Liverpool Arsenal, so I think we're in this game. We're Liverpool. No, we're Oxford. So these are real players, obviously. But you have to go and listen to all this game again. So this is week 3. So this will, again, I don't know why we're showing, is this our, yeah, why are we looking at income expenditure sheets of every week? Here we go, here's the match table, league table. Week 3, this is the week where you can buy players. McMahon, price expected today, 30,000. Donut bids. Do we have to bid? I suppose we have to. I'm on fast speed, I have to remember that. Sold to Forest. Agana. Now, Agana's a very good striker. Now, if I slow this speed down so I don't make a mistake, let's put 45,000 in. We've got money. Yeah, we've got him. Next one is Rocastle, the midfielder. Let's see if we can get 2 players. As we're not staying in this game for too long, I can spend the money a bit. Record transfer fee. No, the record transfer fee was the previous guy. We got 2 players though, Rocastle and Agana, and we'll go and replace them into the next game when it's our turn, obviously. Bruce is the next player left, then Cowens, obviously. Sheffield United, Man United, that's not us. Again, we have to wait until the game is over, which is a bit annoying, I have to say. Let's go 10 times faster speed here because I don't really want to know who wins this. Don't really want to know. I don't really care. I mean, looks like it's going to be Man United anyway. 3-0. Coming up with record attendances all the time because this is the first game. Now, I think that's every side's now played one game. So we should be coming up soon. Counts. Donut bids 0. Don't want to buy him. Steve Bruce, Chapman Nelson, the new player on the list. Forest Liverpool, so we're not the next game. So we have to wait again. Again, this is on fast speed. Go through the unnecessary screens. Yeah, I like this transfer bid screen. It's quite simple, but it's quite easy to do. Next, Aston Villa, Sheffield Wednesday. I'm just waiting till our side we're the next game. Yeah, this is the only drawback really, is that you have to watch every other game as well, not just your team, which is a bit wasting a bit of time, I think. We should be soon. There we go, Oxford. So let's turn the speed down to normal. Listed players. Change team, that's the team name. Can we... No, listed player means actually list players. Change team, that's the team name, I think, isn't it? Oh no, change team is wrong. So, oh god, you can see that Grantham and Rocastle. Grantham? Agana was the player we played. So we've got one goalie and about 4 strikers, so we have to change that. So change player Wesley 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rocastle's player 7. Does that work? Yeah. That again, the game does not tell you that's how you do it. So you just have to think in your head. So change. Sorry, Donut. I think no. Let's take. He put himself in. Hard he put actually himself in, which is good to see. Player 5, and I'm going to change him with player 6. Okay, so we've got slightly stronger players there. Main menu. Club details now. Record transfer fee 33,779. Yeah, because that's the player we sold. Continue. 7. Here's our side. So we'll watch this game, and then I think that'll be it for this game. Now the next game, by the way, is Championship 6-a-side, which is very similar to this game. So it might be a game where we will be comparing the two. It's by the same guy as well, but that'll be on next week's episode at 12 o'clock. So stay tuned for that episode. But as we watch this game, let's give us our summary about it. It's pretty impressive actually for a non-release game. This clearly could have been a Cult Games type budget game that you've seen in the 90s. There's good use of color, good use of graphics, nice little bit of sound. It's very easy to get into. So I would say if it was just on that review that it's a pretty Garner scores on his debut. I would say that it's a pretty decent game. Oh, yeah, we have scored. Good. That's Lee Dixon scoring a goal for Arsenal. Jeez. So on that review, I would say it's a pretty decent game. The only drawback is that you have to watch all the other games as well. I don't know why it just gives you the option to just see the result only, maybe. But no, you have to watch all the other games, and then after each game you see the unnecessary finance screens and everything like that, which I found it hard to figure out why you're looking at these screens when it's got nothing to do with you. If it was your own financial screen for your club, like in the other football management games, that makes perfect sense. But for here, you're seeing all the other teams' financial screens. There is a lot of screens on this game, though, a lot of different screens, which is really good. There we go, 1-1. Record attendance. There's going to be a lot of records breaking here because it is the first games. So yeah, like this makes perfect sense because this is our own financial screen. But for the next game, you see their financial screen. You're saying, why do you look at this? You don't really care what the finances of the other clubs are. So yeah, but I'm surprised this is unreleased. There might have been a reason, but I thought this is quite good actually. So yeah, so for you people watching this is probably the first time you ever heard about this game. So you must applaud the creator for making this Mark guy. He did a really good job, I think. I can't really think of much criticism about this. Again, the actual layout of the game's decent, the font's decent, the use of color's good. There's a little bit of sound, which is better than a lot of games. The only drawback I think is that you have to unnecessarily watch all the other games as well as your own. Transfer market's quite unique. This little screen is quite good. This is the transfer market screen, obviously, when the players come in. There's only one player at a time. Well, it gives you a little bit of warning when players are being sold, so you can look at their skills before you bid on them. So, for instance, Mara today, I'm not bidding on him. Just put 0 in. Last sold for 0. Aston Villa bought him for 33,000. Of course, all these transfer values are quite low, but this is 1990. But yeah, it's quite a decent little game. Here's the players coming up. So let me know what you think of what you've just seen. Or have you ever heard of this? I'd be very surprised if any of you have heard of this because this was never released. But let me know what you think. And yeah, be interesting to hear your comments. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do. And looking forward to seeing you at the next episode. Bye-bye for now. To keep in track of all the releases that I do on my YouTube channel, the obvious way to keep track is to subscribe. And it's Donny. If you're here already watching this video, then you probably have already subscribed, so thank you very much. If not, then please click that subscribe button. This will give you regular updates on when videos have been released. Most of them are released on Saturdays around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and but sometimes we do have some releases during the midweek, so it's worth subscribing if you haven't. If you have already subscribed, then thank you very much. What are your thoughts about this game? Please let me know in the comments. Many thanks for watching this video. Greatly appreciated. If you like this channel, please send me a like or subscribe.